Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Zooty Pickups. In today's video, we'll be talking about the Nike x Travis Scott Air Force Ones in the Sail colorway. So these guys released August 10th of 2018 for a retail price of 150 bucks. They are actually the second colorway of this silhouette, the Travis Scott Air Force One. The first one was a all-white silhouette, of course, with a gum bottom, and it came out as part of the AF 100 collection back in November of 2017 at Complex Cons. So basically, what the AF 100 collection was it was a bunch of designers and artists putting their own spin on the classic white Air Force One, aka the Uptown, and kind of like reinterpreting that shoe to kind of create their own thing. And there were some existing silhouettes that just got redone in white and re-released, such as the acronym AF1. So these had already existed, so they just got re-released in the white color. But there were some brand new silhouettes, such as the Travis Scott AF1, which had never been released before. So, that's kind of like the history of the shoe. That's how the shoe first came out. So now with the new album coming out, Astro World, from Travis Scott, Nike is really pushing him. So they got the blue Jordan 4 Cactus Jacks that came out earlier this year, I think in July. And now they got the Sail Travis Scott AF1s coming out. So, Nike is keeping the ball rolling here. So let's talk a little bit about the shoe and what all is going on in here. So you might think, oh, there's like not a lot to talk about here. It's just like a kind of like off-white colored Air Force One with some bling on it. But actually, the attention to detail in this shoe is insane. There's a lot to this shoe that does not initially meet the eye. So I kind of want to go over that stuff. So starting off with the upper is made out of this canvas material, right? And the color of the canvas is like the Sail color, or aka it's like more of like a natural canvas, kind of like an off-white canvas. And I think that's a great color selection because the material canvas really like lends itself well to this color, because this is like the natural color of canvas. It just like makes sense. The white canvas, the previous Travis Scott Air Force One, I didn't like it as much. That's why I got the acronyms instead of the Travis Scotts when they first came out, even though I think like there was like a little more hype behind that, the first Travis Scotts. I just didn't like that white canvas as much. Here the canvas is done in this natural color, and I think it looks great. Oh yeah, also I have to note that the canvas is just not like one ply canvas like a pair of Converses or something like that. There is a inner kind of like mesh lining under the canvas that kind of like acts as a little cushion and maybe some sweat absorption. So it is pretty comfortable to wear too. So as you can see, the entire shoe is pretty much wrapped with that beautiful canvas material. However, you can notice that along these stitch lines, there's some funky stuff going on. There's like these tubes all over the place. So basically what these tubes are, they're essentially 3M panels. So the 3M panel tubing pretty much goes all the way across the shoe, all across all the seams on the toe box, the sides, the back. It's pretty much everywhere, even here on the tongue. And it's just not regular 3M, it's rainbow 3M. So when you hit this 3M with a flash, or if you just catch the light just right, you get this like flash of rainbows. It's like super cool. I think that's kind of like one of the coolest parts about this shoe. Apparently the story behind that is like Travis's favorite chain. It's like this rainbow chain, so this is kind of like supposed to represent that. So I think it's definitely cool that he baked some like personal stuff like that into the shoe. So let's move on to this lace box area, because there's a whole lot going on. First of all, at the very bottom of the lace box area, there's a tiny little mini swoosh. Not even a mini swoosh, that's like a micro swoosh. Oh, that's really cute. And above them, we got the grill lace stays. Is that what they are? Lace stays? I don't know the exact name, but essentially they look like grills. One kind of thing that I wasn't sure about is, as you can see here, like, it seems to be applied upside down, because the bottom part, right, like the fangs are facing down, and you'd think the fangs should be facing up. See, like my bottom fangs are pointing up. I don't know. I looked at the official Nike pictures on the Nike website, and they have it applied this way too. So I don't know. I considered taking all the laces out and flipping them, but that's a lot of work, so I didn't do it. But tell me what you guys think. Do you think these are flipped upside down or not? But they just kind of look a little unnatural, just the way they come out of the box. So I might end up flipping it. So anyway, you got the Travis Scott grill lace stays at the bottom, and then above that you got the chenille Cactus Jack face patch right here. On the left side, and on the right side you actually have a different patch. You have the Cactus Jack cross patch right there. So you got some variation on your left and right shoe. And the cool thing is these things are detachable, so they just pop right off. They're attached to the shoe by these little snap buttons, and the snap buttons are basically attached to the tongue as part of the lace loops on the tongue. So moving to the top of the tongue, you can see that you have the Nike Air Force One woven label at the top, but it's kind of hard to see because everything's done in this tonal sail colorway. But you can see that the label is upside down. So if you flip it like this, it's the right way up. So that's a little cool detail that they got going on there. And of course, you got that 3M rainbow tubing along the top of the tongue to kind of give it a little extra hit of 3M. The attention to detail does not stop there. All the eyelets here, they're not just regular metal. The metal has been coated with the same rainbow 3M coating. And the laces too. So you got the flat sail laces to kind of match the rest of the shoe. And these lace tips too, they look kind of strange because they just kind of look like gray metal lace tips. But these also have the 3M rainbow coating as well. So these will also have like that crazy 3M rainbow shine whenever they catch a flash or they catch some light. So we got 3M basically like all over the shoe here on the front. So let's move on to the sides of the shoe. That's arguably one of the main highlight features. You have the crazy removable swooshes. So on the lateral side here, I have the 3M kind of like holographic diamond swoosh. And on the medial side here, I have the holographic fire and smoke swoosh. So essentially it's like one of those, those things that like kind of change when you like look at it from different angles. So that's what this is. It's from one angle it's fire, and from another angle it's smoke. So that's definitely super dope. They're very easily removable. You just kind of like rip them off, and then you got the actually, that looks kind of sick too. Just the hook of the Velcro on the shoe, that looks pretty clean. I like that. So you can basically replace whatever swoosh you want with this board of swooshes that the shoe comes with. I guess I forgot to show you this. So the default swoosh that it comes with is these katana blade looking silver swooshes. So I have it on the right pair, so this is what that looks like. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, and they come with the metal plate holographic one and the fire and smoke holographic one. So you got a bunch of options to swap out your swooshes here. Or you could just rock them plain, just have that Velcro showing. Or you could even put whatever patches you want on here because you got Velcro. So tons of options on this shoe. Throw this swoosh back on, boop. There you go. Super easy. Moving to the back, we got some more crazy details going on. So we got the Nike Air logo embroidered onto the heel of the shoe, but it's embroidered upside down. And on top of that, the thread that they use to embroider this is glow in the dark. So when you turn all the lights off, the Nike Air logo lights up green. Super cool. Right under that, you got a thick piece of 3M piping. Once again, when this hits light, you get that super awesome rainbow effect. So that is really cool as well. Moving to the inside of the shoe, we have some custom insoles as well. You have the Nike Air logo and the inverted Travis Scott kind of like logo as well. I'd take the sole out to show you better, but the sole is indeed kind of like glued onto the bottom of the shoe, so I didn't want to force it out. But it is, there's some co-branding in there as well. I just wanted to mention. So moving to the midsole, we have the midsole done in the same sail colorway as the upper. You have the Air logo here on the heel, like all classic Air Force Ones do. And moving to the bottom of the shoe, of course, we cannot leave out the beautiful gum bottom outsole. There's just something with like white shoes and gum bottoms that is just like super irresistible to me. And on top of that, you know, because this shoe is kind of sail and not just like plain white, I think the gum bottoms even go well because the contrast is a little less stark. So, you know, I think this is a beautiful choice of color for the shoe. Like the gum bottom and the sail colorway just like go so well together. So overall, just such a beautiful, aesthetically pleasing shoe right here. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers all the features of the shoe. Let's talk a little about fit and comfort. So for fit, you want to size down half a size. This is a Air Force One and it fits like an Air Force One. Air Force Ones fit a little roomy. So if you're like a size 10, you know, you want a size 9.5. If you're a size 9, you want an 8.5. You understand what I'm saying. I'm a size 13, sometimes a 14, and I got a size 13, and this fits me perfectly with just a little bit of toe wiggle room in the toe box area here, which is perfect. That's what I want. The shoe is also pretty wide as well, so your shoe, you got a lot of room for your foot to move around in. In terms of comfort, honestly, Air Force Ones, considering how old the technology is, are still one of my favorite shoes in terms of comfort. I think, you know, they're the most comfortable like old shoes out there. Maybe it's because of the fact that like the shoes are so large and there's a lot of room and they're just generally comfortable, kind of like boat-like shoes. You know, they're kind of like the Cadillac of shoes. They're super comfy, they're wide. You know, obviously it's not gonna stack up to something like React or like Boost or anything, but you know, I think for what it is, it's actually a pretty comfortable shoe. So I would rate it a solid, like, I don't know, like 7.5 out of 10 maybe. So not bad, not bad. So finally, let's talk about application and what you can wear with this shoe. So I think this is very unique in that regard. Usually when you have these like white shoes, right, you kind of like wear them subtly. You wear white shoes when you don't want your shoes to be like the center of attention of your outfit, when you don't want your shoes to pop. But these shoes, you know, they're white, but they're super loud at the same time, which is like not something that really happens often in terms of shoes. So I think that kind of lends this shoe into this like special kind of niche, like where you need a white shoe in your outfit, but you really want your shoes to pop. This is kind of like the shoe to go to. If you have like, you know, white and black monotones and you kind of want like a super poppy shoe, I think this shoe would work really well. On top of that though, you could kind of like make this shoe more flashy or make the shoe less flashy depending on like what kind of customizations you have. Like for example, you know, these like the katana blade swooshes are super flashy, but if you just kind of like take these off and maybe put on the fire and smoke one, or just like, you know, wear it just plain without the swoosh, now it's a little more subtle. Same thing with the patches, you know, the patches can just come right off. Now it's a little more subtle. Same thing with the grill. You can take all this off. So, you know, the customization options that this shoe lends itself to is like, there's just so many options. It just makes the shoe super versatile and fits. And I think that is what's really cool about them. The 3M piping too, you know, normally you can't see it. You can only see it when the light hits it just right. So, you know, I think it gives that little extra bit of flair without being, you know, too flashy and in your face. So yeah, overall, I think it's pretty sick that you get all these customization options for this shoe. I think it lends the shoe to a lot of applications. So in conclusion, you know, I have to say I'm pretty happy with this shoe. And I gotta say, you know, I'm pretty happy I waited to the second iteration of this shoe because this sail colorway is definitely pretty sick. So yeah, that pretty much concludes my overview. I think I'm gonna throw these on foot to show you guys what they look like. And once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.